Hi everyone, thank you so much for logging onto this video. If you're watching this, you've either been sent it by me to introduce you to the business side of Arbonne, or you've been introduced to it by one of my business partners. But this is just a quick video to explain a little bit more in detail of the business side of Arbonne, especially if you are thinking about becoming an independent consultant. So just a little bit of background about me. My name's Lara, I'm 30 years old, and I am currently in the qualification for the first level of Arbonne. So I'm very, very new to this. I joined the 27th of October, so I haven't even been involved in Arbonne, haven't even been involved in it for 2 months yet. So I'm very, very new to it. I'm still trying to find my feet with it. I already have some clients who are loving the products, and I also have someone who is slowly becoming who's joined as an independent consultant, but again, it's just feeling her way around the business, and she's going to be doing it when she comes back to the UK next year. I first got involved in Arbonne as a preferred client. I've been using the products for almost a year now. I became a preferred client in January, and that was purely through the 30 Days to Healthy Living plan, which FYI completely changed my life. Please go check out my Instagram, go check out my Facebook, check out the other videos on YouTube, because that's going to show you a little bit more about the journey that I've gone through in terms of my nutrition and how I've changed my body and changed my mindset towards being a healthier version of me. But I am a PE teacher by trade. I spent 3 years in the UK teaching PE. And before that, did my PGCE, and before that, I was an LSA. However, in September 2017, I moved to Dubai. Best and most amazing thing I've ever done. I never will regret that decision. However, I think over-enjoyed the Dubai lifestyle a little bit too much. I was going out every single weekend, brunching. I was going out during the weeks. I was going to ladies' nights. You could literally go out and drink for free in Dubai every single weekday night if you know where to look. So I was enjoying it a little bit too much, and I wasn't then combating that with eating healthily when I wasn't going out, and nor was I exercising. So when I was at home, it's a lot cheaper to order a takeaway than it is to go out and buy groceries, and it's a lot easier as well. So I was ordering sushi to my apartment most nights. If it wasn't that, it was Nando's. And if I was being really, really lazy and couldn't be bothered to wait the 60 minutes that it took to get to my house, I was then ordering McDonald's. So very, very quickly I got into this unhealthy pattern. And that's where Arbonne and the 30 Days to Healthy Living came in. Absolutely insane results. I've never looked back, and now I am an independent consultant. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to quickly roll through the Discover Arbonne presentation. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm still getting used to all this. Okay. So I'm going to decrease that as well. There we go. So Discover Arbonne. Let's go to this one here. So just a quick background on the Arbonne story. We've been going for 40 years. We were founded by this guy down here, Peter Mork, and he was a very forward-thinking kind of person. In the 60s and 70s, the idea of social or network marketing wasn't really a huge thing, especially as well the idea of the veganism. However, from a very, very, very in a time where a lot of people were quite disposable in what they were using and how they were doing business, he was a very forward-thinking kind of person. So he came up with the idea of doing botanically based beauty, health, and wellness products. He was at the cutting edge of making sure that it was pure, safe, and beneficial, every single product. And he was probably one of the first ever companies that did this network marketing, social marketing kind of scheme. And just to point out here, we are a member of the Direct Selling Association. So that's very important if you are thinking of getting involved in this. So the Arbonne products as a whole, they combine the best of science, nature, and new technologies. They are completely plant-based with botanically inspired formulas and built on Swiss heritage. So if you think about all the Swiss products that are available, things like La Prairie, even things like Lindt and Toblerone chocolate, which are Swiss Army knives, they are all really, really high quality products. So that is the standard that we set ourselves to as well. We make sure that all of our products are clinically tested, but they are never tested on animals. We have never tested on animals and never will, because we are a vegan company. Like I said, all our products are vegan. They're also certified as gluten-free and kosher as well, which is incredibly important. So, like I said, the Arbonne products, we always make sure that they are pure, that they are safe, and they are beneficial. That's like our tagline. And when we think about making sure that our products are pure, safe, and beneficial, we like to make sure that we don't have anything in our products that are going to be harmful in any way to our customers. So just by looking down here, things that are not allowed, just some of them, obviously being a vegan company, no animal products or byproducts, we don't use any artificial flavors or sweeteners. So one thing I found really interesting was this one right here. So you might think of the petroleum jelly products that you find in your local stores. I used to use those quite a lot, especially on my lips. I'm a PE teacher, so being outside quite often, I can get quite dehydrated and therefore my lips get really dry. So I used to use those products quite a lot on my lips. However, what I didn't actually think of, actually just putting petrol on my lips, which was shocking. So that's one thing that I learned very, very quickly when I got involved in Arbonne. The other one is this one, parabens. Now, recently on my shampoo and conditioner products, I've noticed that the brand that I used to use actually says no parabens on it. And I was like, what are parabens? And when my upline and my sponsor, Natalie, did this presentation for me on my launch, I learned that parabens are actually chemicals that are put into our products to give them shelf life. So when you go into your local drugstores or to your local supermarkets and you're buying these products, some of them are going to have parabens in them, which means that those products could be sitting on a shelf or in a warehouse for up to 6 years. If you then think that you're putting these products on your hair, on your face, and they could have been sat around for up to 6 years, that is shocking. If you can imagine like all the chemicals that would need to be put into those products to make them still usable after 6 years, it's just shocking. And then to think that you're putting them on your hair, you're putting them on your skin, and they're the things as well that allow those products to stay nice and smelling, and can't deal. So those are two really, really shocking things that I found out when I first joined Arbonne. Now, in terms of the type of products that we do, Nat, who again, like I said, is my upline and who is my sponsor, she says she has one of the best sayings that we cater from cradle to grave. Now, let me explain a little bit more about that. We cater from any age group, any person, man, woman, old, young, we can cater for everyone. If you've got skin, if you've got hair, if you eat food, then we have got products for you. So our first area of products are skincare. So we have our RE9 range, which is probably one of our most well-known ranges here. So this is the stuff in the gold bottles, and we have just released also an RE9 prep work range as well here, as well as a brightening range. They are different ranges of products for different skin types and depending on what you want from your skincare products. I use this RE9 range here, which is an amazing sort of anti-aging, anti-wrinkle set of products. Now, anyone from the age of 25 up should start contemplating about using anti-aging products, purely because that's when you start to lose the elasticity in your skin, which I didn't even know. I'm 30 and I've only just started using anti-wrinkle products. And even in the short amount of time that I've been using these products, I've seen such a huge difference in my skin, which is amazing. We also have a men's range, which is this dark blue range here. And we also have a calm range and a clear future range for those who have very sensitive or spot prone skin as well. Okay, so now on to nutrition. Now, this is how I got involved in Arbonne in the first place, through their 30 Days to Healthy Living. Now, myself and Nat, my upline, and some of the girls that are in my business team, we have rebranded our 30 Days to Healthy Living. So instead of saying now 30 Days to Healthy Living, because we kind of thought it implies that maybe you're going to use it because you're not healthy now, you want to be healthy. I'm quite a healthy person in general. I'm a PE teacher. I tend to stay quite active. So I'm not seeing it as a way into healthy living. I'm seeing it as more of like a body boost. So we have now rebranded our products and the way that we advertise our products into a body boost. So we think that it's more accessible to more people. However, the products that you get in this 30-day pack merely just scratch the surface. We have essential products that you can use on a day-to-day basis. We have hydration products for performance, loads and loads and loads of products. And I'm going to be doing a video very soon based on the 30-day body boost. So stay tuned for that, because I'll explain that in more detail. Moving on, we then have a huge range of personal care, going from hand washes and body lotions to essential oils to this stuff right here is absolutely amazing. Our Rescue and Renew Detox Jelly. I use it after my long runs. I did a long run today and my calves are still killing me. So you know for a fact that I'm going to be using some of that tonight to help relieve some tension in my muscles. We then also have our Arbonne baby care range, which is called ABC, as well as then some hair care products. So literally, like I said, from cradle to grave, hair, skin, nutrition, everything. Then we have our makeup. Oh, this stuff is to die for. We have everything from primers all the way to finishing spray and everything in between. Not that it's great lighting, but everything on my face here right now is Arbonne. So I've got the RE9 range here, and then I also have the makeup on top of it as well. So basking in the ambience. But yeah, it's kind of like it's had a day on. So but if you want to have a proper look at what I do for makeup, then check out my makeup tutorial. As if I've done a makeup tutorial, that's insane. But anyway, so those of you who are definitely thinking about becoming an independent consultant, or those of you just merely interested in the business, you guys need to understand what type of company we are. So we are what is known as a social marketing company, previously known as network marketing, but now with social media, we tend to go more by social marketing because we have such a huge influencing factor of social media. So a traditional retailer, a traditional brand, let's go with L'Oreal or Aussie Hair Care, you tend to have several stages to get you from where it's made in the warehouse all the way to you buying it as a consumer. So you start off here as a manufacturer, it then gets taken to the wholesaler who then buys it, and then it's sent to a warehouse where it's stored. Then it is then sold to various sales companies. Then it is then taken to the retailers, and then it is then sold to you as a consumer. Now, every single time you jump to one of these new levels, one of these new places, more costs are incurred. Then you add in the fact of the cost of the marketing, the cost of the advertising, the branding, celebrity endorsements if you use them, or whoever's modeling or advertising your product. All of these incur costs. So it might cost 75, 80p to make it here, but by the time it gets to the consumer, you're talking £4 or £5. Now, if you compare that to what social marketing is, we have our manufacturer who makes our products, then we cut out all of these middlemen here, and you just have your Arbonne independent consultant like myself, who then sells it on to the consumer. Now, in terms of being an independent consultant, that means you are the one who's negotiating the business. You get your own website in which you can sell stuff from, and then you are the ones who are advertising your products, and any clients that you have, you rely on them by word of mouth to tell other people. It also means that you can run your own business just from, which is what I do, from my phone. As long as there is Wi-Fi, there is a way. Moving on. So this is a very big slide, so I'm going to I'll leave you guys to read all the information, just brush the surface. But why pick Arbonne? Why start your own business through a company like this rather than going off by yourself? Now, my upline, Nat, she also has her own, her day job is running her own business. She runs her own company, an amazing events company, and she's just gone into the travel industry as well. When she started her company, there were loads and loads of costs, stuff that she said, and it just completely went over my head, but there are lots and lots of costs incurred to even set up your own business. Being an entrepreneur within Arbonne means you have a relatively low startup cost and minimal risk. With paying to become an independent consultant, you get your own website, everything's set up for you. All you need to really do is then start talking to people about the product. You don't really have to do any legwork in terms of starting up the company. It's all really done for you, which is a great help. Along with that, you have a huge support network. So You have your upline. So for me, it's Nat. She is incredibly supportive. Like we have a WhatsApp group where me, her, and everyone who's in her team, we're all sort of chatting every single day about different ideas, how to do things, support. And they have the most amazing like personal development as well. We're always talking about different things we should be reading, different courses that we can go on. Arbonne do so many different events each year where all of their independent consultants can go in order to upskill themselves. You don't get that when you're running your own business. You don't get time to do that if you're starting up your own business from scratch. Neither do you get it in other social marketing companies. So for me personally, even though I've only been in the business for less than 2 months, I feel like my personal growth has been insane. My own mindset change has become a lot more positive, and it's all because of the personal development that I have gained through Arbonne. Now, I know a lot of people who aren't really that familiar with social or network marketing think that it's just one of those pyramid schemes. We hate that. It's a nasty word. Social marketing is the business model of the future. I heard Sir Alan Sugar say a couple of weeks ago that if he lost his business tomorrow, if he lost everything, he would be going into a social marketing business. That would be how he would start himself up again, because it is the business model of the future. It gives you an opportunity to run your own business, for you to do it how you like, but to have that support. And you create a family with these other people. You create a family with the people who have sponsored you. You create a family with the people who are within your own team, within your uplines team. It is absolutely amazing. And you get to build relationships with not only people in person, but also, like I say, with people in your team. For using me as an example, my friend Nat, who is my upline, she's the one who sort of introduced me into the world of Arbonne. She's the one who got me on the healthy living pack in the first place, but then she was also the one who suggested that I become an independent consultant. We've known each other from school. And then another friend of ours who was also at school with us, who now lives in Canada, she is also part of Nat's team. So the three of us, even though we chat every so often, we've now kind of reignited our friendship through Arbonne. And then, so we already know each other, we've met each other in person, but then there are all these other girls and all these other people in Nat's team who we chat on a regular basis on our WhatsApp group. I've never met these girls before, but they know a lot about me that other people don't. And it's just that whole family atmosphere and the opportunity to make friends all across the world. It is absolutely insane, and it is so rewarding as well. So if you were wanting to be involved in Arbonne, whether it be as a consultant or as a client, this is how you can get involved. So we do 3 things, 3 S's: stop, start, and share. So first things first, you stop buying products from your local drugstores, from your local supermarkets, and paying their overheads, paying for them, or paying these brands to basically advertise and get more money. You start enjoying the benefits of the Arbonne products. You start showing others how to redirect their spending to support you as well, to support you and your business. If you put it into perspective of in terms of your friends, you could say, right, you could buy that product and you could help some random person or some random company that you don't even know, who doesn't even care about you. You can help them get more money, or you can support me and my business, and you have that personal connection with them already. You can also then start buying, you yourself can start buying these products from Arbonne at a super huge discounted rate as well, being an independent consultant. And you are then getting paid when other people purchase your products from your website. So it's a win-win situation. Then the third S is share. And this is how social network marketing has become social marketing, because of the huge influence that we can have over social media. So you share by telling people to do the same, sharing how to buy these better, healthier products, how to order them online. They get delivered straight to your door. There's no need even for you. You don't have to order these products and then go and deliver them to other people. That's the beauty of having your own website as well, which is set up by Arbonne. People can go onto your website, order it, and then they get it sent straight to their house. It's insane. And the biggest, most important business tool that you can have is by sharing your enthusiasm for these products. I've done another network marketing been a part of another company before, and I can tell you that the reason why I failed in that is because I was not enthusiastic about these products. I was not keen to share them as much as possible because I don't think I really believed in them. Whereas this time round, I was a client first. I use these products. I believe in these products. Even before I was an independent consultant, I was telling other people about these products. Oh my God, this is amazing. Like, everyone was commenting on about how great I looked, how much happier I was. And I was like, it is because of this. And so even before I started becoming an independent consultant, I was acting like an independent consultant, which is why Nat said, why don't you just do it for yourself rather than doing it for her business? So that is where I got into becoming an independent consultant, because I was already so enthusiastic and keen about these products. So in terms of sharing, imagine this is you in the middle, man or woman, we can change it. She could be a super fierce drag queen, let's just say that. So this is you in the middle, okay? And the way that you can get things started is by sharing your business and sharing how much you love these products with 4 or 5 people. So say you share them with these 5 people here. You give them samples, you direct them to your website, they try your products, start them off with maybe the 30 days to healthy living, or the 30-day body boost, as we are now calling it. You might get some who like it, some who don't, but those 5 people then go and tell another 5 people, and then they'll tell another 5 people, and that is how your business starts to grow. And in terms of growing your business, the other amazing thing is that this company is a global company. So we operate in 7 countries at the moment: the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, Poland, and New Zealand. Now, even if you are not in those countries, that is not a problem. I live and I work pretty much all the time in Dubai. I'm back in the UK for 3 weeks, and that's it. However, it is more than possible for you to grow your business outside of those 7 countries. You just need to have, so I'm really fortunate in the fact that I have my parents here. I also have Nat, who lives here as well. You need to have somewhere in the UK as your base address. And then what I do is I get my products sent to my parents, and then I get them couriered out to me. So then I can then share my products with my friends as well. So it is more than possible for you to be able to operate outside of one of the Arbonne operating countries. More than happy, more than able to do that, because you have this. Where there is Wi-Fi, there is a way. Oh, talking about social media, I have someone who's just liked my latest post. Love that. See, I'm doing this and I'm working at the same time. It's amazing. The other beauty of this is that, say for example, you're based in the UK, but you've got a friend who lives in Australia or who lives in the States or Canada, and you get them involved in Arbonne as well. Whilst they're working and whilst they're doing their thing in Arbonne, you are also making money off of them. So the reason why social marketing is such a great scheme to get involved in, because we don't have all of those different layers going on, and they have to, all the money that you spend on, say, your L'Oreal or your Herbal Essence brands, and they will go to all their different marketing and advertising, all those different several layers. Because we don't have that, whenever I make money through my website, you get an overhead goes to my upline Nat. So therefore, if you've got someone who, say, is part of your team in Australia, you could be making money overnight without even doing anything. It's incredible. So there are 4 ways to earn income with Arbonne. So the first one is obviously commissions. So from every sale that goes through your website, you earn a commission off of that. It's a way of Arbonne to say thank you for introducing someone else to their products. The second one is overrides, which is like what I just said. So if you have someone, if you start your own team and you and someone in your team is made a sale through their website, you then get an override. You don't take any money away from that person that you've sponsored and from that person that is in your team, but Arbonne then give you an override. So again, another thank you for introducing them, who's then introduced someone else to Arbonne. So again, it's all just a thank you on top. The third way is for when you get to the vice president, which is the 3rd level of Arbonne. Arbonne then gets you a brand new, brand new white Mercedes-Benz. Now, the reason why it's Mercedes is because it being one of the best and safest cars on the market, and then also white because it's based on that pure, safe and beneficial. So what they then start giving you is they start giving you a cash bonus to put towards a white Mercedes-Benz. And then the fourth way is every month there are different bonuses offered depending on how many products that you sell. So you have what's called an independent consultant bonus, and if you sell a certain amount of products, they then give you a cash bonus because you've worked so hard. So if you imagine at the end of every year, maybe around Christmas time, your company, your day-to-day company might give you a bonus to say thank you for your hard work this year. No, Arbonne do that every single month. So if you work super hard, they're then going to reward you as well, and that can happen every month. So there are 4 levels to this company. I've listened to some other people who work for other social marketing schemes, and some of them have got like 9, 10, 11 levels, and it's just too much. It is too much to cope with. So Arbonne just have 4. Now I am in qualification for a district manager. I've only been doing this for 2 months, and the average time to get to that position is 7 months. I know I'm going to be. My goal is to qualify for district manager by my 4th month, purely because I'm still trying to sort myself out in Dubai and working out how to create it into a sustainable business, which Nat is supporting me with. However, the average, now I say average monthly income for that is about £150. Now, that entirely depends on how hard you work, how much you sell, and also then if you're getting those bonuses as well. So this is all just average. These are based on results from 2017. This is based on average from everyone in Arbonne in the UK. The second level is area manager. So my upline Nat, she qualified and then she became area manager the following month. And she's literally just become area manager around this 19-month mark. She's been in Arbonne for about 18 months. So this is about right. But I know some people who have taken 4 years to get to that point. And I know some people who it's taken 3 or 4 months. Again, it is all entirely effort-based, and it depends on how much you put into this. Then there's the regional vice president, which is where you start earning your Mercedes bonus. And then there's the national vice president. So Natalie, who's my upline, the one who got me involved in Arbonne, the person who got her involved in Arbonne, Nicola Wills, need to look her up. She is absolutely amazing. She's on Instagram, she's on Facebook. I think she's actually on YouTube as well, but if she's not, look up Stuart Armfield, because he is also a national vice president, and they are literally like the flagship for Arbonne. They have done so well, and they're raking in about this much a month, like on average. Like I say, it's on average. I'm not going to ask them because I don't want to be like, how much do you earn a month, because that's a little bit rude, but they are absolutely smashing it like that. This is their income. This is their source of income. So in terms of how you can be involved in Arbonne, there are 3 different ways. Now, if you've been listening to this presentation, which I know has gone on for a really long time, and I'm so sorry, but we are so almost there. If you think that this is something that you really, really want to get involved in, you want to start up your own business with a really low cost sign-up fee, you want to get those huge discounts, you want the opportunity to be able to get that cash bonus for a Mercedes-Benz, and you just want to be involved in this amazing family, then you should become an independent consultant and start up your own business. If that doesn't sound like something that you're interested in, but you are really interested in the product, you really want to give them a go, then you can become a client or a preferred client. So a preferred client, you pay a small fee, which then entitles you to between 20 and 40% off sale retail price for all products for a year, which that's how I first got involved in Arbonne. I became a preferred client on the 30 Days to Healthy Living. Now, again, if either being an independent consultant or a client doesn't really interest you in that way, but you still want to get involved, you still want to either support your friend who's directed you this way, or you want to support me, you can be what is known as a host. So you can host a party, and you can invite either myself or whoever has sent you to this video as an independent consultant. You can bring them around to your house, and they can then show you, do like a little product party and introduce your family and friends to the Arbonne family. And because you are then a host, you will then get some nice little product discounts and rewards for doing that. So final slide. Final slide. We are here. Thank you so much for watching. I just want to leave you with some thoughts in your head. Arbonne is a social marketing company. It very much depends on how you put across Arbonne. It is very much dependent on how much effort you put into this. A lot of people who say they've done social marketing before say that it might not have worked for them, and it very much depends on how much effort you put into this. I mean, as for social media, for example, I am posting every single day, whether it's about Arbonne, whether it's a fitness workout, whether it's about mindfulness. I am always plugging something. I'm always posting, I'm always getting involved. And that's the same thing with everything in life, really. Everything you gain out of life depends on how much you put into it. Okay? Another thing that you need to think about is where you are right this second, where you are emotionally, where you are in terms of your job and your career. Everything and where you are right now is a result of what you did yesterday. So what you need to think about is, where do I want to be tomorrow? Where do I want to be in 5 years' time? Is Arbonne going to help you get there? And the final thing is, if you're sat there thinking, what if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't work? I want to turn it around and get you to think about, what if it does? Because when I moved to Dubai, I remember sitting there the night before thinking, what am I doing? Oh my gosh, like, this is insane. And I've never had a moment of weakness before or after that point. But there was that moment of weakness thinking, oh my gosh, what am I doing? What if this doesn't work? And I suddenly snapped myself out of it. And my sister came into the room and she gave me this placard. And I don't have it with me because it's in my apartment in Dubai. But it says, what if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if I fly? And it's so right. You can't keep thinking about, what if it doesn't work? What if this never happens? Because you will never, ever do anything. You will never change. You will never gain anything, and you'll never get anything different if you don't do something different. So that's the thing I want to leave you with. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Oh, look, it's the blurry realness. That is me. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your support. And there we go. Discover Arbonne. Thank you very much.